Hey, happy full moon in Gemini during Sagittarius season. They have that funny way of being opposites of each other in the year. So I'm just jumping on because I was talking to Linda, my video editor friend, who's been editing the last two videos. And I was telling her, I was like, I think that I didn't understand what I wanted as far as this. And this reminds me of Everest Asher of the Bruja Report, our sisterhood circle that I met Linda in. She she introduced me to this idea of like, you don't really know what the fuck you want. Like you don't know. You don't know, because as soon as you get something, all these new desires are born. And as soon as you arrive to the place, you're like, yeah, but it doesn't quite have that thing. And I used to be down on myself. Like I used to beat down on myself so hard because I'd be like, I am so ungrateful. I have all these beautiful things. And now it's like, I don't even want them. I want something totally differently. And it reminds me of the Ani DeFranco song, Gray. That song just like came into my head and look at my necklace. Sorry, I had to fix that. It reminded me of this Ani DeFranco song. It's like, what kind of paradise are you looking for? You have everything you want and still you want more. And my perspective on that has completely changed, like 360, totally turned around. We're here to desire things. We're here to birth new experiences, you know? Like, it's funny, I was just sitting in circle with the Bruja Report, and I was telling Lauren, I was like, yeah, it's so fun moving into a new house. And then you realize, like I did, that there's no outlets in the bathroom and that you can barely reach your kitchen cabinets. And as like stuff you don't really realize until you move in there. And that's what it's like. It's exactly like that. You don't realize what it's going to be like and feel like until you're actually there in your present now, in that reality. And you actually don't need to worry about that or fret about it at all, because that's what it's supposed to be, in my opinion. That's what I've come to believe. I've been coming to the table and admitting that I don't know exactly what I want. And I can tell you all day about my plans of what I do want. You know, like I want to move out into land that is my own. I want to have goats and chickens and, you know, slaughter my own animals and grow my own vegetables and fruit and live my day out in the sticks, you know? And until I actually get there and I have to sit and hold that chicken, you know, I'm not gonna feel it until you're there. You don't feel it until you're there. Like this beautiful bookshop of mine at the beginning of 2020, I had no idea, and I really didn't believe myself necessarily that I would have my own bookshop by the end of the year. But I followed that voice. I followed that intuition. That was just like one step at a time. And most of the time it felt like my feet were like going forward and there was nothing for it to land on. But as soon as you take that step, there comes like a boulder, a rock, stepping stone, anything. And you just keep taking those steps. Like the whole story isn't open and available to you. You just have to trust, to know where you're going, and to be focused on the small steps and following through and putting things out. That's why I was sitting here sewing a book together, and I was thinking I should just go on live and talk about my journey with YouTube. Right. So I thought I wanted a YouTube channel. I thought that this would be exactly what I needed. I love editing video and making music videos. Like, why wouldn't I love doing a YouTube channel? Well, because you don't know what it's actually like and what it feels like until you get there. And weeks and weeks went by, and I was putting out these videos, editing them. It would take me like 2 days or a weekend to edit the video. And I was like, wow, I don't necessarily like spending my time on this. So after just like battling with myself and like being hard on myself about how I would rather spend more time making books than editing video, I thought there's got to be a third way. And that's where Linda came in. And I was like, I need Bruja report, please. Please help me find a video editor. And I found Linda. And Linda did such an amazing job, didn't she, you guys? She did so awesome on the last 2 studio vlogs. And I don't regret that in any bit. But I'm still coming to the point where I don't feel like doing YouTube videos. Like, I'm sewing a book right now. I don't necessarily feel like setting up the camera and taking all these angles, just because right now I don't feel that way. And it's fine to be flexible and to change things when you've arrived at your destination and it's not exactly how you thought it was going to be. So not only am I letting myself off the hook for YouTube videos and that weekly thing, but you guys, I already expressed and told you that I was going to take off in the winter anyway of doing videos. And I think that I need to do them in a separate way. Like, YouTube is a whole other job. You guys know I have a kid, I have a bookshop, I was nannying, I was delivering food, all kinds of things for income. And I'm also always looking for easy is best. Easy is best. And another thing that I learned was that you contribute time and resources into what's already paying you. And YouTube is not currently paying me. And that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. That doesn't mean I'm going to fade away and you guys are never going to see me on YouTube again. Not at all. Because I still like being here. But I'm not sure that I like being here uninspired. So click on the bell, okay? Because I love sitting with you guys and I love hanging out with my homies. I love my witches. I fucking love being with you. And I don't always cuss. I'm just feeling very passionate right now about how much I love being with you. But I also still have beef with social media. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I can live my life without being completely reliant on huge social media platforms. So I've arrived. I did, whatever, 15 weeks of studio vlogs, and I still have lots of ideas for YouTube videos. But I don't like the way it feels to do them every week and to always be filming myself. I love doing it occasionally. Thanks, Autumn. Autumn, thank you for being here. You're so sweet. Autumn's my California friend. I'm going to be visiting for Christmas, and I want to have some brunch with you. I was going to say breakfast, lunch, brunch. Brunch is good. Yeah, so I'm not giving up. That's what I basically want to articulate. I want to articulate that this isn't me quitting or anything. I just have to figure out exactly what I want again. Because I love making books. And I also love taking Xena bike riding. And I love going out and going to the wild on the weekends, And I love talking about essential oils. I love hanging out with you guys. I love being a way shower, a bridge builder, a healer, teacher, leader. I love all those things. But YouTube doesn't feel like how I thought it was going to feel. So I think I'm just going to hop on and start talking whenever I want to. And then I have some ideas. There's some tactical, so there's some intelligent choices on how I could be doing YouTube better as a side job. And I'm going to implement those. So I'm going to be starting making more videos for you. Instead of feeling pressured that I need to make videos of my life and share my life with you, even though I like doing that, you can kind of find me on Patreon for that. And I want to make videos and tell you guys how to do stuff. I think that would be a much better use of my time than to just show up and be like, hey, this is me being a book witch. I love that. I love that. That hasn't changed. There's nothing different about that. But I feel like there needs to be a little bit more space in my life. And I'm just holding myself accountable and sharing all this information with anyone who happens to be here with me on this YouTube journey. these things that I'm implementing, these foundational things like your book witch and doTerra essential oils and this YouTube channel, these are all foundational things that are going to carry me on through forevermore, like all the years in the future. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not hiding. I really just want to remind you guys that you don't know what you want. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. You only know the next step. When you take a step, the stepping stone appears. Anyway, I love you. I love you so much. And I'm hoping that by me just being me and being true and staying flexible and authentic and telling you about it, it's helping you realize that you don't have to be some perfect version of you just to show up. Like, I'm not being the perfect Jess by like, making a weekly vlog for the rest of my life, like by getting monetized in just a few months or anything like that. I'm showing up as me, and I'm saying right now, I am your book witch, and I need to be making your books, you guys. I need to be like wholeheartedly pouring my magic into these delightful books for you guys to fill. That's how I feel the most joy right now. So I'm not sure that I'm going to be coming out with another vlog for this week. I haven't filmed myself, to be honest, but it's not the end. I feel like I just need to focus my attention in ways that are more direct and also different ways to serve you. So maybe you get more out of my videos. Stay with me for the shift and ring the bell, because I might just pop on YouTube Live whenever I damn well feel like it. Otto says, getting a video editor is the best thing, but we also love your lives. Yes. Show us your you. Thank you, Autumn. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Autumn. Autumn was there when I was doing Instagram Lives. I remember Instagram Lives when I go back to my very first YouTube video and I look at that and I look at, the first thing I said was, I'm so nervous. I was like, I can't breathe. And I was looking at my little self who didn't even want to be seen, my little self who was still hiding from Facebook and like still hiding from Instagram, that thought I would be more vulnerable if I showed up as myself or that people wouldn't receive me. What we come to find is that the more us that we show, the more we attract people that are perfect for our company. They're like our tribe. They're like the people that don't need us to be anyone else. They're like perfectly happy with like your laugh, your interests, your preferences. Like the more you are, the more you attract the tribe that supports you. And they still love you. They still love you. So I need a break from vlogs. You don't know what you want, and that's okay, because you do in the next step. And people love you when you show up authentically as you are. That's the random just notes for the day. I love being your book witch. There's links in my bio on Instagram, and I'll leave a link in the description if you would like a custom spellbound journal made just for you. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do right now. And I can't pass it up. It is my calling, and I hope to work with you soon, and we will bring your own magic book to life. I'm so happy that we're still living, you guys. Let's just be grateful for the abundance of time that we have right now. I love you. Talk to you again soon.